And now we move to the next video, and that is an update on the Iron Claw movie. And if you don't know what movie I'm talking about, it is a Sean Durkin picture on the story of the Von Erich wrestling dynasty that makes an impact dating back to the 60s on the professional wrestling business and still is making an impact on the business today. We have more information on the story, and if you've seen videos of pictures of Zac Efron, there's a reason why he's bulking up, and the reason is because Zac Efron is the star of the Iron Claw movie, alongside Jeremy Allen White and Lily James. Jeremy Allen White is Kerry Von Erich, and Zac Efron is Kevin Von Erich, with Harris Dickinson playing David Von Erich. Obviously, we know Zac Efron. I recognize Jeremy Allen White. Jeremy Allen White is actually known as Lip Gallagher from Shameless. And also Carmi Berzatto from The Bear, which was a TV series that went for that he was in, and for 18 episodes from 2022 to 2023. But he is most known as Lip Gallagher from Shameless, which he starred on for 10 years and 134 episodes. And also Harris Dickinson, who will be David Von Erich, as I said, was best known for Triangle of Sadness, Beach Rats, Country Lines, Where the Crawdads Sing. It seems like he's more known for movies. It seems like he is more known for movies. And also, we also will see Holt McElhaney, Holt McElhaney from Mindhunter, from the Netflix show Mindhunter, about the advent of the BAU, starring as Fritz Von Erich in the movie as well. You also have professional wrestlers Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Riley Pierce, or Brady Pierce, Ryan Nemeth, and Chavo Guerrero, starring as Lance Von Erich, Gino Hernandez, and wait, let me clarify this. Maxwell Jacob Friedman is starring as Lance Von Erich. Chavo Guerrero is Ed Farhat, the Sheik. Brady Pierce is Michael Hayes, and Ryan Nemeth stars as Gino Hernandez. It is going to be interesting to see those guys as members of the professional wrestling world, or legends of the professional wrestling world, as all four men, I should say, were at one point or are still active wrestlers, and they get to portray legends of the wrestling business. And also Aaron Dean Eisenberg and Stanley Simmons will portray Ric Flair and Mike Von Erich respectively. Cassie Lewis, I'm not even going to try and say his last name, But honestly, somebody who actually looks like Bruiser Brody is going to portray Bruiser Brody in the movie as well, with Michael Harney portraying Bill Mercer, with Michael Harney portraying Bill Mercer. The one thing I would say is, much like gaming adaptations of gaming, movie adaptations of gaming, it is very difficult to tell an apt story of a professional wrestling, from a professional wrestling standpoint, like Sean Dukirk is trying to do. Sean Durkin is trying to do. But I think, based on what I'm seeing, it's going to be an apt adaptation of the Von Erich family, and will be able to shine a light on something that a lot of fans don't know about, or a family that a lot of fans don't unfortunately know about. But from the Wrestling Observer, we got an update on what the movie will center around, as the movie will center around Zac Efron as Kevin Von Erich, and will take some liberties with the story, according to Meltzer. They will take some liberties with things, as I think that the reason why we can expect that is because when you look at things from a point of view, when you honestly look at things from a point of view, the amount of, I don't want to say the amount of suicide that would be dealt with in this picture, because of the amount of suicide that was dealt with from the standpoint of the Von Erich family, it may be just too much. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say it's not worth talking about, because it is, but it just may be too much, and it may take away from the overall story of everything. But I think playing it relatively safe and focusing on a bigger story, like not the personal tragedy but the overall story, may be the better way to go. So I think, from what I'm reading, according to Meltzer's report, the movie plays things relatively safe. There is some criticism towards some of the minor performances. Notably, it was said that the actor who plays Ric Flair draws some laughs, not on purpose. But it follows Kerry Von Erich training for the 1980 Olympics, the partnership between Kerry, Kevin, and David, Kevin meeting his wife, the deaths of the brothers, eventually Kevin's sons joining the professional wrestling business. And I'm sure it ties into the legacy that the Von Erich family leaves behind, with maybe some overlay from Kevin talking about what it means to him to have his sons in the professional wrestling business after the legacy that his father started in the early 50s in Buffalo. I don't think they're going to talk about that, but I definitely think they will talk about the legacy that they leave behind. And I think that there is one person that may be missing from this story that should be included in the story in some way, shape, or form because of his closeness to Fritz Von Erich, and that is Gary Hart, as Gary Hart should be involved in the story in some way, shape, or form, because Gary Hart was a close confidant. Next to Bill Mercer, I would say Gary Hart was one of the close confidants of the Von Erich family, and a compatriot of Fritz for years during the height of World Class Championship Wrestling. I don't think there was anybody closer to Fritz, next to, again, of course, Bill Mercer, or maybe Bronco Lubitsch, Correct me if I'm wrong, though, but I, for one, am looking forward to the Iron Claw movie because, honestly, I don't know if we've ever seen a movie that is this highly talked about on the professional wrestling industry since The Wrestler with Mickey Rourke, which was over a decade ago. But at this point, the release date is still up in the air because it has not been announced yet. But it is very likely that the release date will come sometime in 2023. But with that being said, I will see you in the next video, and I will keep you guys up to date on anything and everything regarding the Iron Claw movie. But with that being said, that is it for me, and I will see you again soon.